Vaheguru, 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ, Bhagat Ravidas ji is going to give us Gyan today. And we read this all the time. Man tu jot swaroop hai, apna mool pachan. We are just like the jot of Vaheguru. And that's the same thing Bhagat Ravidas ji is talking about. He's directly communicating to Vaheguru ji. He's asking him or telling him or asking him to explain him that what is the difference between him and Vaheguru, or us and Vaheguru. Beautiful Shabad in Shri Rag. Now we are on Ang 93. Tohi mohi, mohi tohi, antar kaisa. Kanak kanak katik, jal tarang jaisa. Tohi mohi, mohi tohi, antar kaisa. Kanak katik, jal tarang jaisa. Now what is the difference? फर्क की तेरे मेरे विच की है फर्क between you, between Vaheguru ji and us? What is the difference? कोई फर्क है? अंतर कैसा? It is like, what is the difference between a bracelet and a gold bracelet? Gold bracelet was created from gold. Similarly, the waves in the ocean or a river or a sea, it is from the water in the ocean, right? What is the difference? In Christianity, in Bible also, it comes, God created humans in his own form. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਉਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਬਣਾਏ. Bhagat Ravidas ji is also same thing, saying the same thing. ਤੋਹੀ ਮੋਹੀ ਤੋਹੀ, ਅੰਤਰ ਕੈਸਾ, ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. But ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫਰਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, the difference which that difference we have created it. ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਫਰਕ. We think that we are different because of our home. That is the difference. And Bhagat Ravidas ji will beautifully explain this. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੋ ਪੈ ਹਮ ਨਾ ਪਾਪ ਕਰੰਤਾ ਅਹੇ ਅਨੰਤਾ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਅਨੰਤਾ, ਅਨੰਤ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, if I will not do a pap, what is a pap? Thoughts. Our thoughts are the pap. Thoughts of Rajogun, thoughts of Tamogun, thoughts of Sattogun. Different thoughts. When we are doing Simran also, if something is stuck in our head, something we have seen, something we have heard, it continuously your thought aayega, right? While doing the Simran also. Man shant cheti nahi hunda. Man jada cheti shant nahi hunda. तो है हम न पाप करंता अहे अनंता. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਪ ਨਾ ਕਰਦੇ, if I will not do these paps, if will not take these thoughts, continuous thoughts, automatic thoughts, तो कहते कोई फर्क नहीं सी. But there is a secret, and that's the biggest secret. Secret he reveals in the next line of Rahav. पतित पावन नाम कैसे होता. कहते how will your naam existed, how you would have existed, who would have done your bhakti. It is because we do pap, we do sins, our thoughts are there, and that's what it separates us from you. Remember that diagram which we always make. What is the difference between us and Vaheguru? That wall. Kiv sachiara hui hai, kiv kooda tutte paal, hukam razai chalna, nanak likhya naal. Kood di paal jehdi, that wall of kood, lies, deceits, corruption, that wall is there. That wall of Trigun Maya is there. That is the pap. Pap is not something, it doesn't have to materialize. Thoughts is a pap. You don't have to do that pap. If the thought is there, the pap has already been done. That's why we have to control our mind. We have to kill our thoughts. That's the whole journey in spirituality. ਅਧਿਆਤਮਕ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਅਧਿਆਤਮਕ ਮਾਰਗ ਦਾ ਰਸਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫੁਰਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨਾ. ਉਹ ਫੁਰਨਿਆਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਹੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਫਰਕ ਹੈ. That's a difference. And because of these thoughts, we are separated from Vaheguru. ਕਿਵ ਸਚਿਆਰਾ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਕਿਵ ਕੂੜਾ ਟੁੱਟੇ ਪਾਲ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ how can we break this wall? ਹੁਕਮ ਰਜ਼ਾਈ ਚੱਲਣਾ, ਨਾਨਕ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾਲ. Understanding the hukam which is inside us, that naam which is inside us. हुक्मे अंदर सबको, बाहर हुक्म ना कोई. नानक हुक्मे जे बुझे तो होमे कहे ना कोई. That home is the diwar. That ego is the wall between us and Vaheguru. Because we think we are different. We are unique. We have to meet Vaheguru. What does it actually means? We have to give a thought, right? To understand this wisdom, we have to ask ourselves, अंदर छाती मारनी है की difference. That soul, that Jivatma, that we have Jivatma inside us, or we are the Jivatma, we are the minds, and then we have Atma also. And what is Atma? What is the soul? As per Gurbani, Atam Ram, Ram hai Atam. There is no difference. So Vaheguru Ji is inside us. Sukham Murat Naam Niranjan Kaya Kakar. Inside our Sukham Murat, that Naam is there, as in the Jot of Vaheguru is there. Sab mein Jot, Jot hai soe. This de chanan, sab mein chanan hoye. Aval Allah Noor paya, Kudarat ke sab bande. That Noor is there. That wave is there. That tarang of Vaheguru Ji is there inside everybody. So what is the difference? The difference is our thoughts. The difference is our ego. The moment we'll kill these thoughts, let me give one example, beautiful example actually. So when you, it's a sunny day and you are seeing a pond or a lake and there are waves, there ਤਰੰਗਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਹਨਾ. ਨਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਰੰਗਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਧੁੱਪ ਨਿਕਲੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਸੂਰਜ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉੱਪਰ. Will you be able to see the reflection of sun in the lake if there are a lot of waves? Yes, maybe, but distorted one. You'll not be able to see it properly. But the moment there are no waves, taranga khatam ho gayi, you can actually see the sun out there. Same thing is our mind. There's so many waves in our mind. And if we will stop those waves, as in stop those thoughts, we'll see Vaheguru there. Then we'll not see the difference. So if you have gone to a beach or an ocean, right? If you will see from far, sometimes you will not be able to see which side is the sun, which is the ocean, because it becomes one when there are less waves in there. It becomes one. Similarly, we have to become one the moment our thoughts will be gone. But Maharaj says, Patit Pavan Naam Kaise Hunta. You wouldn't have existed. Nobody would have done your bhakti. Existed meaning Nobody would have done your bhakti if we were not patit, if we didn't had these thoughts, these sins. Because if there are no sins, who will remove those sins? Who will redeem those sins? Who will be the redeemer of those sins? ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਫਿਰ ਪਾਪ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ। ਪਾਪ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਹੈਗੇ, ਅਗਰ ਪਾਪ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ। But remember, paap is not something very difficult, right? I mean, different, right? Some people think of paap is something very different. Every thought we take is a paap. Every thought. Paap punna doye ek samana. Sometimes we take a thought which may not be a paap for somebody else, but it is paap for us. Like meat eating, right? We might think, right, that meat eating is not good for us. Yeah, it is not good, for sure. It is not good for us, right? But for some people love to eat meat. For them, it's not a paap. ਪਤਿਤ ਪਾਵਨ ਨਾਮ ਕੈਸੇ ਹੁੰਤਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ how will somebody call you God or Redeemer? ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, you will not exist। ਰਹਾਉ, central idea। ਤੁਮ ਜੋ ਨਾਇਕ ਆਛੋ ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ you know everything about our heart or mind। ਤੁਮ ਜੋ ਨਾਇਕ, you are a ਨਾਇਕ, you are the master। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ। ਆਛੋ ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ, ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ। You know everything about us। ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਜਨ ਜਾਨੀਜੈ, ਜਾਣਤੇ ਸੁਆਮੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ just like a let's say there is a servant, right? If the servant is very abusive, is not respectful, people say, what kind of a servant is? Whose servant is that? If he's misbehaving with others, if he is doing bad things with others, they'll say, what kind of a boss he has? Because the boss must have given him these bad education, bad qualities। ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਜਨ ਜਨੀਜੇ, ਜਨ ਤੇ ਸੁਆਮੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ that the Lord and the Master is known by his servant। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਭਗਤ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਰੱਬ ਹੋਏਗਾ। In Indian culture, people have so many gods, right? We believe in one God, but if you'll go to the different villages and all over India, people have so many gods out there। Even in Punjab, I have heard that there is temples or gurdwaras also, unfortunately, where people go there and and they basically give them the alcohol। They donate alcohol there। ਉੱਥੇ ਚੜਾਵਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੜਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦਾ ਚੜਦਾ। I think it's called Kal Bhairav, right? ਪੀਰ ਦੀ ਕਬਰ ਤੇ ਚੜਦਾ Kal Bhairav। And even in the gurdwaras also, there is one gurdwara also where people donate these things। Then what kind of a god it is who likes to have alcohol? What kind of a god it is? Now in some places, again this is a controversial thing, they sacrifice goats, right? In temples also, and then the gurdwaras also, we hear this, they sacrifice goats। God wants goats, Vaheguruji wants goats, meat of goats, he's fond of eating goats। What kind of a god is that? That's exactly what Bhagat Ravidas ji is telling us। ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਜਨ ਜਨੀਜੈ, ਜਨ ਤੇ ਸੁਆਮੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਭਗਤ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਰੱਬ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਰੱਬ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਭਗਤ ਹੋਏਗਾ। If Vaheguru ji is compassionate, daya, taram, santok, sahnsheelta, if he is loving, the bhagat also has to be loving, the bhagat also has to be compassionate। So we don't have to do the good deeds, that should be the part of the package। You can't do cheating, you cannot do stealing, you cannot do lying, Because Vaiguruji don't cheat. Vaiguruji don't steal. Vaiguruji don't lie. Vaiguruji don't gossip. Vaiguruji is not an angry God, right? There are some religions, again, they believe that God is angry. Vaiguruji is compassionate. Vaiguruji is loving. So if we don't have these qualities, that means we are separate because of these thoughts of anger, thoughts of calm, thoughts of growth, boils down to the same thing. We will not steal. I was just talking with the old friend, a Gurmukh friend, and he was telling me what is important in our life. If we are getting some free things from the government, but we don't need it, but to avail the opportunities, we are taking it. We don't deserve it also, but just because we are getting that facility, should we take it? Right? So this is the character is very important, Guru Pyare. Very important. How we deal in Tragun Maya also. Spiritual path can only be traveled if our character is good. ਸਾਡਾ ਕਰੈਕਟਰ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੰਗਾ, ਭਗਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਕਾਲ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨ ਰਹੇ. Who are we worshipping then? Kal, not Vaheguru. Because Trigun Maya is under Kal, not with Vaheguru. Vaheguru ji has assigned Kal for that. And what you know what Kal do? Simre Kal. In Gurbani it comes. Kal do Simran of Vaheguru. Kal aap kuch aur karta, karvanda kuch aur hai. Because the job was given to him by Vaheguru that you have to manage this Trigun Maya. That's a game. ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਜਨ ਜਨੀਜੈ ਜਨ ਤੇ ਸੁਆਮੀ ਸ਼ਰੀਰ ਅਰਾਧੈ ਮੋਕੋ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਦੇਹੋ ਰਵਿਦਾਸ ਸਮਦਲ ਸਮਝਾਵੇ ਕੋ. This is a now Ardas ਬੇਨਤੀ. Bhagat Ravidas ji is saying, this game, explain me this whole game. Give me this wisdom. How can I worship you? How can I love you? Not just with my mind, even with my body also. Sharir aradhe, with body also. Moko bichar deho. Give me this wisdom. Moko bichar deho. Ravidas ਸਮਦਲ ਸਮਝਾਵੇ ਕੋ. ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾ ਦੇਵੇ. ਕੋਈ. Who is ਕੋਈ? ਸੰਤ ਜਨ ਦਾ ਸੰਗਤ. ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਮਿਲ ਹਰ ਜਸ ਗਾਇਓ ਕੋਟ ਜਨਮ ਕੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਗਵਾਇਓ. When we come in the sangat, and there are very rare ones who can come in the sangat and understand this wisdom. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੌਣ ਸਮਝਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ? ਸੰਤ ਜਨ ਸਮਝਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈ. ਰਵਿਦਾਸ ਸਮਦਲ ਸਮਝਾਵੇ ਕੋ. Very rare ones. Not everybody. Not everybody. This wisdom of Gurbani Guru, Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare, Gurbani kahe, Sevak Jan Mane. When the wisdom is there, what good that wisdom is if we are not using it? हर हर करे नित कपट कमावे हिरदा शुद्ध न होए. If we are doing har wah guru, if our mind is not getting cleansed, what good is doing the simran? So that's why when we do the simran, we have to sit in antargat and see if there are still the thoughts. If they are still the thoughts, we keep on doing Sasgira Simran. Keep on doing Sasgira Simran. Very important, very important. More and more Sasgira Simran. Till the time mind goes in Sahaj. This paap goes away. These sins goes away. These thoughts are killed. Because if these thoughts will not be killed, then we'll come back in this world again and again. Vichar mare tare tare ult joon na ave. If we'll kill these thoughts, then only will not come in 84 lakh joon. Otherwise, we'll keep on coming in this 84 lakh joon. But this wisdom, Guru Bhagat Ravidas ji is saying, this wisdom can only be given by Sant Sangat, Sachi Sangat. Mere Madho ji सत संगत मिले सो तरिया, गुर प्रसाद परम पद पाया, सूखे कासट हरे। Otherwise not. Coming in the sangat, listening to the Gurbani and understanding the wisdom, taking the wisdom. Taking the wisdom meaning we have to do practical of that wisdom. Very, very important. कहते तां समझ आनी है। रविदास सम दल समझावे को, then only the understanding will come। ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਿਸੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸੱਚੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ, is ਕੋਈ ਸੰਗਤ, not a single person। some people say it's a single person, no, it's sangat, sant sangat, sachi sangat। you have to come yes, there can be a sangat of two people, right? They are talking about their experiences, right? That is also sangat। they are sharing the wisdom, they are inspiring each other to meet Vaheguru, to see Vaheguru, to do the Simran of Vaheguru, to meditate on Vaheguru। But very important is that we understand that we don't have to do the paap। पाप नहीं करने 24 घंटे अनदिन, day and night we have to remember Vaheguru, at least we have to explain। That's why Guru Pyaro, that Saas Saas Simran which we talk about, the Antargat Simran, I think there was one Gurmukh Pyare was asking also me the same thing, that recording, when we record our voice like this, Vaheguru, 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 is it good? It works. Yes, it works. But make sure you record your own voice and you put it in your ears and sit on the sofa with a backrest। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਉਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਢਾਸਨਾ ਲਾਣਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਸ ਗ੍ਰਾਸ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਢਾਸਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਣਾ। We don't have to put our back on in rest when we are doing Sasgra Simran. We have to be Savdan Ekagarchit। But when we are doing Sasas Antargat Simran, because with the Sasas Antargat Simran, we can go to Sun in Samadhi very fast। But only people who will be able to do the Sasas Antargat Simran is if they have done Sasgra Simran first। So first Sasgra Simran, then do Sasas Antargat Simran। When you do Saas Saas Antargat Simran, you close your eyes, put your focus on the tongue. Tongue is moving and mind and tongue is in sync with each other. They are synchronous. They are syncing with each other. And you are listening to your own voice by putting a recording. If you want to, that's one of the best way, that because your mind can go in thought, but if it's something is playing in your ears, your mind will come back, right? That's the best option, to record your own voice and do like this। Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru। Again, this is only for ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਸਾਸ ਸਾਸ ਸਿਮਰਨ। ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦੀ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਸ ਗਿਰਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸਾਸ ਗਿਰਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਇਜ਼ ਵਾਹ ਟਮੀ ਇਨ, ਗੁਰੂ ਟਮੀ ਆਊਟ, ਲਿਸਨਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਯਰ ਓਨ ਵੌਇਸ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਸ ਗਿਰਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ। ਵਾਹ ਟਮੀ ਇਨ, गुरु टमी आउट, लिसनिंग टू योर ओन वॉइस। आओ जी शुरू करिए। वाह गुरु, 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 va, nguru, 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 va, nguru,
Why?
va, nguru, 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 va, nguru,
Why?
nguru, va, 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 nguru,
Why?
nguru, va, 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 nguru,
Why?
nguru, va, 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 Nuru, 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 Nuru, Va, 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 Nuru, Nuru, Va, Nuru, Va, Nuru, Va, Nuru, Va, Nuru, Va, Va, Nuru, 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 Nuru, Va, 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 Guru, 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 Va, Guru,
Why?
Guru, Va, 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 Guru, Guru, Va, 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 Guru,
Why?
Guru, Va, 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 Guru, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Va, Guru, Guru, Va, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why? Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why? Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why? Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਹਿਜ ਸਹਿਜ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Why?
ਸਾਸ 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 ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਲੈ ਜਾਓ mind should chant mind should listen focus on the tongue ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ ਇਕੇ ਉਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Guru Pyareo, the camp is coming, Bay Area camp very soon. If you are from outside California, book your tickets for Bay Area and we'll arrange your pickup and stay. The dates are 27, 28, 29 and 30th. So, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Phulla Chukka Di Ke Baji.